Alright, hello and welcome to Star Citizen Brand New Player. When you finally install the game and you get to this nice main menu here, you won't have the same prompts I will have. You will have a character creation screen, and I'll access it right here and show you the process. It'll be different for you first time in. You have the choice of setting your character to male or female. So let's go ahead and make my pilot female. I actually like this preset that just randomly rolled. I kind of like how this one turned out. Still, there you go. You can make your pilot Asian, Caucasian, everywhere in between, I'll be honest. Your choices in this game are pretty lacking. Let's go with the buggy-eyed looking one. Then begin blending for skin tone. Left. Ooh, warp the face, warp the face. And there you go. You can make your pilot dark-skinned, fair-skinned, everywhere in between. I'll go ahead. And eye color is meh. It's you got the standard. All right, we'll make her green. And just go through yourself and see what you like. The hair choices are very limited, so don't really expect much. Here's the color. Color is pretty good. Let's make her a brunette or a ginger. That actually looks nice. Different hairstyles. It's pretty universal between male and female. It's the same pool of hairstyles. Honestly, they all look horrendous. So it's trying to pick the least horrendous. And then review, accept. Now that you got that step out of the way, the game will bring you to this screen. You'll have one selection that says which system you're at. It'll always be Stanton. That's the only solar system we have to play in. And then you'll have a choice between 4 locations. I've opted for Orison for my starting point today. Alright, you're now in the game of Star Citizen. You always start off in a bed, in either a hospital bed, an apartment bed, or in the bed of your ship. That's how you log on every time. Now, that's a notification for a special event that's going on. And here is the other end of that same event, the criminal side. Okay, so new players. There's a lot of hotkeys to learn. And I'm going to really go over the bare bones basics. Your first biggest friend is the letter F on the keyboard and your mouse. That you can point and select to get up. In order to do the same trick as to what I did with pointing and clicking with my mouse after holding down letter F, the letter Y and the space bar will also tell your character to get out of bed and stand up. So here we are. You're in your little apartment. You get a little window in most of them to look outside. And yes, everything you see you can physically travel to. So, again, let's get out of this apartment. WASD keys for movement. Mouse for aiming and turning your character. Let's go to this door to exit our apartment. Because this isn't Apartment Simulator. This is Star Citizen. Alright, hold down the letter F. And you see the prompt to open the door? Click. There we go. Now, we're still in the housing area, the apartment complex. So yeah, get a look around. Orison is one of the more scenic locations. You'll be at a random floor in the apartment complex. Here's an elevator. Elevators are your biggest friends and enemies in this game. I've been killed by many elevators. They're dangerous. Elevator has been called. Again, I'm holding the F key, pointing and clicking with the mouse. Here we go. Now I want to leave this apartment building. I'm currently on floor 12. I want to go to the lobby. I want to exit the building. So Star Citizen is built from the ground up, literally. They first build the character model and the mechanics of moving your character around first. Now, flight, of course, is very much a part of this game. We're leaving the apartment building. Alright, so here's a big common area. Now, let's say I want to look across the way to see what kind of building that is. I'm going to hold down the F key, and I'm going to scroll up on my mouse wheel. Now you can zoom. This is the hospital building I am looking at. Every major location has a medical clinic or a full-fledged hospital. This is the hospital for Orison. Let's go to the shopping area, which isn't too far. So every home base, planet side, is divided into several sections. Each place is different from each other. It is easy to get lost, but in real life, there are signs you can read, and they will point and tell you which way to go. Beyond this building, this is the Trade and Development Division. This is where you, after you've landed at a major station and put your ship away, you can sell your cargo here and make your money. Now, unique to Orison, this location is one of the main shopping centers for personal gear and items, because let me show you a little something. The bottom left of my screen. This is how hydrated I am. My character is a tiny bit thirsty, and this is my nutrition. So my character is minorly hungry, but not by much. Now I'm inside an air-conditioned and nice location, but as soon as I step outside into any exposed areas where weather is a factor, there will be a temperature gauge that appears at the bottom left of the screen, and here it is. Alright, so the temperature is measured in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Remember, this game is British made, so all you Americans, you gotta you gotta deal with it. Okay, so my little marker is in the white of my thermometer, which means I'm in a pleasant temperature. I'm at zero risk of burning to death or freezing to death. It's very important whenever you're walking out and about and in the environment is to pay attention to this. But when you go inside your buildings and your ships, this gauge will eventually go away because you're in a climate-controlled location. Alright, so your character does need to eat and drink. Also needs weapons and armor if you're going to go that route. Alright, so you can buy things directly off the shelves if you want. You can buy the protein bar for food. There's a bajillion drinks, you can buy them all. You can also buy armor directly off the armor stand. Now, everything that is available in any given shop that you're at may or may not be displayed on the shelves. To find everything that is in the inventory that is for sale, come to a kiosk. Click on this bad boy. Alright. Now, when purchasing things, Select things to buy. Anything you buy will be sent to the Orison inventory, but you can change that. I have a backpack. I can have things that are purchased dropped in my backpack. And here this sells clothing, food, knickknacks. Come here, grab a piece of food and a drink, because as you go out and about in the universe, you will get hungry, you will get thirsty. And gun rack. I'll be honest, the only guns from this particular brand that I like on the shelf, this is a pretty decent pistol, and this is a actually really nice semi-automatic shotgun. This is an SMG. It fires rounds insanely fast, does light damage, but this particular models, they fire rounds so fast you have no accuracy, so this gun, I ignore this one, I don't like it. Some people like it, I do not. But I love this shotgun right here. And you can buy it. So let's actually buy the shotgun. Again, hold F, buy, and confirm the purchase. I just bought an item from the shelf. Now let's buy an item from the kiosk. Also, F12 toggles global chat on and off. F12 is a great thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and buy the same shotgun again, but from the kiosk. Now sometimes if you're having a hard time finding something, shotgun. Shotgun. You can type in the search. Now, I've got the quick buy option, or I can go to buy and click just how many more of them I want to buy at once. I'm going to only purchase one. And I've set it to drop into my local inventory at Orison. Alright, so a little bit about inventory. Press the letter I. Now when you start the game, you will not be fully kitted out like my character is. You will simply have a flight suit and a helmet, and a laser pistol with 30 rounds. It's called an arc light pistol. It's actually pretty decent. Let me show you a little tool that will make everything helpful. Click here. Item port helpers. So when you're equipping your character, this is where you store your ammunition for your weapons that's on your person. I've got an empty slot. Why don't I put one of these medical gun reloads on it so I can help somebody. All right. And there you go. So your gear includes your flight suit, your helmet. When you get the money, leg armor, core body armor, arms body armor, and you can trade out your flight helmet for an actual armored helmet. They gave you the same amount of visibility and functionality, and of course a backpack. I'm running in what's known as heavy armor, so I can carry the most goodies. Alright, now things are expensive in the game. When you begin playing the game, you'll have only 1,000 credits, which is the in-game money. It's AUAC. That's what they name the money. Just 1,000 space bucks. Unless you use my referral code, you can have an additional 5,000 added to your piggy bank to get you started on. All right. Now, moving around the location. Okay. Every major port has a form of public transportation. In the case of Orison, shuttles that move around on regular intervals. And there it goes. I just missed the bus, so to speak. If you miss it, do not sweat it. Take a look around your surroundings and look at this. The next shuttle is arriving in 28 seconds. Now, this game does not hold your hand. You have to read your surroundings so you know where to go. You actually have to pay attention and read. I want to go to the spaceport to bring up my ship so I can take off. So, this is the one I take to get to the space station. So I can call my ship and take off.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing.
And let's just ride the public transportation to the location. Alright, hold F, point, have a seat. Each form of public transportation will have something like this, telling you how long until it arrives to its next stop. And it'll tell you what stop it is. So I've got about a minute until it gets to the shuttle station, to the starport. Time for me to show you the next thing. As soon as I exit this shuttle.
Approaching main station. If this is your stop, please prepare to dismount. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Okay. Most important thing in the game you need to understand how to use. It's called your Mobi-Glass, which is your wrist computer. You press the F1 key to bring it up to its home screen. Here we go. Let it boot up. Alright, so the home page in your Mobi-Glass shows your in-game tag, or down here, your account name. This is your character's status. This is important. Now, this will give you information on whether or not the air is breathable. Okay. O2, 20% or better. 21% or better is ideal. Okay. And now, let's go to the Communications tab. Right here is this icon. The hotkey for this one is F11 or point and click here. Alright. This shows right here on the right who is on the server with you. So as you play the game, you get to know people. You might run into the same person again, and that will be great. Also, one critical thing you need to have for the game is a microphone to talk to people. To toggle proximity chat, which means if you're talking in your microphone, people nearby you can hear you. You hold down the Alt button and the plus sign on your numpad, and just say hello and talk to people. This is one of those games where communication is absolutely critical. The next tab. Friends. I've made a few over my time playing. Your list will be blank when you first play. Get to know people and have fun. Pending means somebody might have sent you a friend request or whatever. You'll have the chance to confirm friend or not. Now the next part. Vehicle Loadout Manager. After you make a little bit of money in the game, you can buy goodies for your ships to make them better. Let's bring up the Origin 125. So each ship, the two things that affect the ship performance are systems and vehicle weapons. All right, pretty self-explanatory, right? So the coolers is what regulates your ship's temperature, keeps it from overheating, shutting down, breaking down. Believe it or not, the two most important things that you should upgrade first on your ship, and you should upgrade them together, is your power plant and your coolers. That will build the foundation in which you build everything else on your ship off of. Right now, these are all the default items. All right. Paints, it's just a paint job. Make your ship look pretty. All right, weapons. My ship is equipped with 2 missile racks. The first one has a pair of Rattler 2 missiles. The second missile rack has 4 size 2 missiles, and they are also Rattlers. Now I've swapped out the default guns for something known as an NDB repeater. It is a size 3 weapon, and it's just a good all-around gun. It's one of my favorites. Now let's open up another critical thing, your map. Press F2 is the hotkey. The map in this game, honestly, is long overdue for an overhaul. You cannot set a route until you have your ship called up on the pad and ready to go. But you can still look around and see what is in this system known as Stanton. Scroll up and down on your mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out. Wherever your mouse is pointed, that's where it will zoom towards or away from. Right click and drag, you can move the map. Left click and move your mouse button. You can rotate and change the pitch of the map. And then just let go of the button. Highlight something and double click. I've just highlighted the planet that I'm on, Crusader. Now, Port Olisar is in the station in orbit above where I'm at. Why don't we go there? Next thing we need to do, let's take a look at our reputation. It is the last tab here. This is the list of the local factions in the area, and if you've done work for them, they become more friendly to you, and they give you different tiers of missions. Obviously, the higher you go, the higher paying missions you will get. Why don't we grab a mission and do a mission? Right under here, Contracts Manager. Now, Mercenary is the most important tab because it's got the one thing that you can do at all times. Call to arms. For every hostile criminal you kill, they will pay you a little bit extra money on the side. So always grab that. There's no real requirement. Just don't commit a crime. So I have that mission. Let's grab a mission. And let's do something simple that a brand new player like you can do. If your ship has the ability to walk around inside, you can do what's known as a box mission. And right here, Ling family seeking new contractors. This will tell you right here the location to pick up the package and where they want you to take the package to. Let's accept the mission and hop in that cool ship and then I will show you how to properly plot a course.
At Worst of Skyway Shuttle Service, the shuttle is approaching the station. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. The shuttle is approaching the station.
This is the ship terminal. ASOC Vehicle Terminal, or station, whatever they call it.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
The ASOC Vehicle Retrieval Station. How fancy sounding. Okay. This is the ship I want to take for my mission. This shows you how many units of cargo a ship can carry, how many people required to use that ship to its fullest potential. Alright. It's stored, which means it's on site and location. All I have to do is press retrieve.
Vehicle select.
Now I wait. It's going to tell me which hangar it's at.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar number 6. And exit out of that.
Visit us again.
You can also just walk away, but yeah. Come here. Hangar number 6. Scroll up and down on your mouse wheel to move the list. Hold F, click. We're on our way to our ship. Exit. And here we go. Here's our ship. Every starter package has a different ship. Now, believe it or not, this was the 100i starter ship, but I upgraded it to the military version. It's still just as cushy and luxurious, but now it's got a little more teeth, a little more firepower. Alright, every ship is unique. Get to know your ship. Okay. Now, close the door. Now here is the compartments for this particular ship. The cargo bay is right here. It's just the little nook that you put things away in. And we'll just close that up, keep it nice and clean. All right. Also, this game has more bugs than Starship Troopers. You are going to develop incredible amounts of patience. All right, folks. Now that you've found your way to your ship, congratulations. How do we fly this son of a gun? Pretty easy. Now, you can hold F key and move your pointer till you find whatever it is that starts up your ship. Open exterior, press to unlock. Eventually you'll find, here it is, flight ready. Now you can say power on, but flight ready, it also fires up the engines. So let's hit flight ready. The hotkey is the letter U. Now let's set course for the mission location. Let's press F1 to bring up my Mobi-Glass. Let's go to the Contracts Manager. Go under Accepted, because I did accept that mission. Go down here to the bottom right and say Track. And then you'll have an objective marker on your map. Now that my ship is turned on and I am in the pilot's seat, I can now plot a course. I can press F2 to hotkey it to the map, or I can click on the Skyline app in your Mobi-Glass. Either way is good. You can click on Skyline or press F2. Now double click on Crusader. I'm in the Crusader system. Okay, so the pickup site is at Daymar. Click once on the planet Daymar. Now I can set route to the planet immediately, but since I want to go straight to the location, double click on Daymar. Find where it is stored. Okay, hold right mouse button to move your map in this manner. That's not helping me see my location because it's on the other side of the planet as presented to me. So hold down the left mouse button and move up. Do it again. Okay. Now I've got the destination on that planet. The package is at Kudre Ore. Click on that. Now I hit set route. Easy as that. Alright. Now, my ship may be turned on and ready to go, but the hangar door is not yet open. There are two ways to do this. First, you go to Comlink. Then you click on Friends. Now, Orison Landing Services. Every location will be a different name, but Landing Services. I can click on this icon right here. Or I can use the hotkey and hold Alt and the letter N. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and close up my Mobi-Glass. Alt N. Now, if the hotkey doesn't work, use your Mobi-Glass. Press F11 to go straight to the comm. Friends, Orison Landing Services.
You are clear to launch.
All right, we are cleared for takeoff. Scroll up and down on your mouse wheel to set your speed limiter. First time leaving your space station, I suggest you kind of keep it on low. Spacebar to strafe up, just to get off the ground. Just a little bit. Now, you can roll left, roll right. Okay, that's enough goofing around. W key to move forward, and then just pull up. I'm using joystick as well as mouse and keyboard. There we go. I am clear of the space station. Now I can press the button to look behind me. Yep, I'm taking off. So I'm going to disengage my cruise control. Press the letter B to warm up your quantum drive. Now, two things are charging. The actual quantum drive itself is warming up, getting ready to fire. And then once I highlight the location I want to go to, on the left, the calibration for the destination will start going up. Once both the quantum drive is spooled and ready and calibrated, I can go. And look, it's ready. Press F4 to go to external view. And I had jittery fingers. I double tapped. Pulled myself out of quantum a little too quickly. Okay. Now sometimes this game messes up and doesn't plot a direct route, and you have to replot the course. See, the planet is in the way of my destination. Clear route. Click on Daymar again. And try again. There we go. Get the speed up. Okay, sometimes, even when you try again, it does it incorrectly. I know that I need a line of sight on this location. I can't see it. However, OM-4, that's orbital marker. That is around this planet. If I go there, I should be able to see my location. Now, I can go to Daymar. There we go. Okay. Reboot it. Okay. Now as you're looking at the planet, you're seeing all sorts of things. Some things have solid lines, some don't. What that means is this destination is on the side of the planet that is facing me. This is on the other side of the planet. So my destination where I want to pick up the package is on the other side of the planet. But that's okay. I can go there directly. I will just curve around the planet and slowly descend. F4 for external view. Hold down the letter Z and move your mouse. You can change the angle of the view. There you go. Just a fun thing to do. Now, you can press F4. Now you're back in the cockpit. Okay. And pull up a little bit. And I'm going to hit the brake, letter S or X. That's the location. I need to walk in there, grab a box, walk out with the box, put it in my ship, and take it somewhere else. Press the letter N to deploy your landing gear. And let's go find somewhere nice to land that's close to that building. Right here is just perfect. Now, you can strafe down with the control button for a nice, easy touchdown. Strafe left with the letter A, forward with the W. This looks about nice. Down I go. All right, now power down with the letter U. There we go. And F4. Exit the pilot seat with the letter Y, or hold your mouse button and point around until you see the word exit. Honestly, I don't know where it is on this ship. I just use the hotkeys. I'm kind of a hotkey kind of person. So hold down the letter Y to exit your chair. Let's go inside and get ourselves a package. Okay. Always keep your ship neat and clean. So, I'm actually going to customize this. I'm holding down the letter F. Customize. Select. I do not have a tractor beam attachment. I should have grabbed one. Okay. Press the letter R to stow any tools or weapons you have out. Letter X to crawl. That's going to be a problem. It's always a good policy to close your door behind you. All right. Okay, while you're at these locations, always be on the lookout for loot boxes. You never know what goodies you can find. Okay, so the package is in this room. But let's look around the rest of the place, see if I can't find a loot crate. Okay. Always a good thing to kind of be on the lookout when you're doing these little missions. Okay, I don't see any yet. Okay, here is the mission item I need to grab. Hold F and grab. Okay, just head back out to your ship. And I've got a new location I need to go to. My mission has updated. And there's my ship. Still got a box in my hands. Open it up. Alright, why don't we put this away in the little compartment? Now, you can just drop it or place it. Let's place it nice and neat right there in the cargo bay. There we go. Let's close that door. Keep it nice, neat. Always keep your working space nice and clean. Close that door. I'll have to sell these two guns somewhere. Don't know why they spawned in here like that. It's kind of funny. Again, more bugs than Starship Troopers. Alright, let's power up this ship. F2 for map. The mission should have updated, so my map should have updated too. Double click on Crusader. I'm here at Daymar, saying to drop off the package here on the moon of Yella. Double click. And let's see, what side of the planet is that on? Far side of the planet, over here. And set the route. Okay. Prepare for takeoff. Ship is already warmed and ready to go. Spacebar to upstrafe. Put away your landing gear. Letter N. And that's the location. Warm up your quantum drive. Okay, I need to climb higher in altitude before I can go. Since that's a mission location, the marker will be there. I'm going to shut off my quantum drive. Let's just fly there. Let's go. Hold down the shift button to activate your boost to fly faster. Now, it will never go above your top speed limit. It just increases your rate of acceleration. But it's useful in a fight. As you can see, it's slowly regenerating. So be mindful of how much boost you have. Okay, letter N to deploy my landing gear. I'm going to go to external view. Let's just find somewhere nice to land, nice and easy. I see the location. And look at that, the front door is right there. Easy peasy. Down we go. Get as close as you can to the door. There we go. I'm gonna power down. And get out of my flight chair. Okay, let's go grab the package. Always keep it nice and neat, right? Hold F. Grab. There we go, got the package. Let's go and finish the delivery. Always have a policy of closing your door behind you. This game is very PvP oriented. And it's pretty easy to sneak onto people's ships and murder them. Hey Semidot, good to see you, my man. I'm just recording stuff or making a tutorial video, and then I'll be playing as usual. Alright. Easy as that. This is your first mission. Done. Easy peasy. And I didn't see any loot boxes. Oh, there is a loot box. This is the most common loot box you will come across. Let's see what's in it. Anything good? Alright. That's useful. That's useful. Free drinks, always grab those. Free food, free drinks. Your character needs to eat and drink and live. And nutrition bars, chocolate flavor. So yeah, my pilot's a lady, she'll like the chocolate. And X. And there you go. That's your first delivery mission, done and complete. Nice and so you need to understand, Star Citizen is a game with a very old school mentality. It does not hold your hand. It doesn't tell you what you should or should not do. You need to figure that out for yourself. You make your own goals, your own objectives. There are plenty of missions to get you started. And there's quite a learning curve, but it's worth it. All right, let's move on to the final part of this little tutorial I'm making, and let's go land at a space station. Let's go to the pirate base known as Grim Hex. This area is a known PvP location, but don't worry, if you're a noob, be bold. You only get what you put into this game, so don't be a chicken. Get in there and get things done. Power up. Now, F2. I know that Grim Hex is in orbit around the moon where I'm at, Yella. This is the comms array. This is Grim Hex. Set course, or route. Let's go to Grim Hex. My journey has one stop before I go to Grim Hex, orbital marker number 2. First, because the location's close, the calibration is very fast. Locations that are further out take longer to calibrate. See? Here we are. Grim Hex. My home away from home. I'm going to shut off the quantum drive. Now, we are at a known player versus player location. Knowing the landing key and cutting down time on your activities so you can keep your focus on your surroundings is critical to survival in this game. Players are among the most dangerous and ruthless thing you will ever come across in this game. Period. No NPC can compare to what a player can do to you. And Grim Hex is a known player versus player location. Now, let's teach you docking. I am close enough to the space station to request landing. Alt-N for the hotkey. At the top of my screen it says, please contact ATC to land. I can make that request now. And look, we've already got some players in this area. Sometimes they're chill, sometimes they open fire. You just never know. Just because somebody shows up blue on your radar, it doesn't mean they're necessarily friendly. It just means they haven't shot you yet. Here we go. There's the marker. That's showing me which landing bay I got clearance to go to. So let's get there. Nice, slow, easy. The letter N to deploy your landing gear. And remember, it's not a race. Here we are. Easy as pie. Or, yeah. Alright. Now, let's say you're not very good at just landing down manually. You don't have the best spatial awareness and you're in a really big ship. Well, you know that you're in the perimeter of where the landing is. Your landing gear is deployed. Simply hold the letter N to initiate auto dock or auto landing. Some people call it lazy. I call it working smarter, not harder. There we go. And it's going to take me down for me. Easy as pie. Now, one last thing to show you before I close out this tutorial. Power down your ship. Go to here. This little tool icon. Whenever you do a mission, you have a little bit of combat, whatever, you come to this to refuel, restock, and repair. Right now it's not working. Always remember to check this before you take off so you can top off your fuel. Alright. Hold the hotkey letter Y to exit your chair. Now, I am at a space station that has a medical clinic. And I'm going to show you one of the most important features for long-term play, which is to reset your spawn point. Leave the hangar you parked at, go to the elevator. Every station's a little different, but the procedure is exactly the same. Go to the lobby. And then at every single lobby, there are these ship terminals. They're right over here. I'm flying the 125 Alpha, so let's go down the list. Scroll up and down on your mouse wheel if you have a whole bunch of ships. That was the ship I was flying. It's currently on the pad at hangar number 6. Let's put it away. Close out. All right. Now, the majority of the space stations out in space, obviously, have a medical clinic. and a place where you can buy medical supplies. The place where you reset your spawn point is always right next to the pharmacy where you can buy medical supplies. This is the pharmacy terminal for buying medical supplies. Over here, look for something labeled insurance. This is where you can reset your spawn point in case you die. Go here. Mine is currently set to literally across the station. The Stanton system. That's where the last place my spawn point has been set. That's the distance. I'm going to transfer it to here at Grim Hex at the medical station. And hit confirm. So when I die, I will respawn at this space station. So, Star Citizen is a game about setting your own goals, exploring for yourself, exploring the Stanton system for yourself, figuring out what it is that you love to do. I generally like to bounty hunt and clear bunkers and generally murder people. And I'm not exactly choosy about my targets. But there's different activities you can do as well. You can get in a mining ship, go mine resources, get the resources refined and make bank. You can be a space trucker and just move cargo for a living. Or you can switch up the activities and just do whatever you feel like on a whim. It is up to you. You only get what you put into this game. And that's all I have for this tutorial today. Thank you very much for hanging with me. And until next time, happy gaming.